All right, recording started, so we can kind of go over the A day and the B day.
On the warm up, I think I'm good. The wall assist, down to the wall assist, single leg calf raise.
Yeah, that is pretty much what it sounds like. Anything, honestly, you need to hold on to, but just on your toes, going up.
Oh, okay.
So a little calf raise. Make sure there's a little bend in your knee that you're on.
Okay.
So I don't want you to lock that knee out. There should always be a slight bend as you go up and
down. Oh, okay.
If you can even elevate your foot, it's better if you can. And what I mean by that is get a plate or a book or something like that. If you put your toes on that with a little bend, it'll help you get a little higher, a little more range of motion into your ankle. But yeah, that's that one. Oh man, you know what? I am very sorry. I have to go grab my mask. I went down here without my mask on. That sucks. I ate my food and I totally forgot. There we go. That would be a problem. And I caught that on the recording too. There we go. Oh yeah, so after the single leg calf raise, the next one is that iso squat archer rows. That's a trickier one. So your JC band, you're gonna ideally hook somewhere in the center. I got your heel lifted too, yeah. So right about the center. You're out. Got your split squat. So nice and long, you're gonna lower yourself down. That front heel should be up though, off the ground. So I'm just on my toes in the front. Arms are out. And as I roll one arm in, I'm gonna open up that chest to that side, go back. And then the other arm, open up to that side. And you alternate back and forth so you get 8 total or 4 each side. Then you would switch your legs and do the same thing again. Lower down to your split squat, front heels up, and then just alternate, rowing side to side. You're gonna feel very imbalanced. But just take your time, slow and controlled. But again, with one leg forward, do 4 each arm. Switch your legs and then do 4 each arm. Hip press and row, you've done that.
Am I turning at all, or just?
Yeah. So when you row, you should end up opening your chest up and twist.
So that's the archer. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So then the last one was part of your workout last time, which was it on your A day for your core. Now it's just part of your warm up.
Yeah. I got those. Yeah.
All right. And then we'll go to core for A day. You have a kneeling and 90-90 JC band anti-rotation press, and then the same band you're going to use for staggered row and step. I'll show you both. So the kneeling 90-90. First, just kind of sit on the floor in a 90-90. I'm going to angle that down so you can see a little bit better. There you go. All right. So with that band, hooked in the middle somewhere, 90-90 position. The outside leg, the one furthest away from the band, is going to be out in front of you with your shin kind of going across. Inside leg is the one that's going to curl behind you. And you can use your other hand to get up. I don't really care, but you want to be kneeling in this 90-90 position. So you're just going to bridge from there. Then you're going to hold it here. And from there, it's just a normal anti-rotation press. But in this position, it's going to be a lot harder for your hips to stabilize. Be mindful for you not to be arched in that lower back. You want to think about your hips pushing underneath you. Keep yourself nice and tall and vertical. But again, right here, and we're just pressing out and back, out and back. Then you do the other side. But again, remember the outside leg is the one that's out in front of you. Inside leg is the one that curls behind you, and then you would bridge up from there, then do your press. So you just stay up there the whole time. Okay. I don't know why I said each alternating. It should be 8 right, 8 left for that. Next one should be JC band staggered single arm contra row with step. Be up a little bit. So same band. This one's going to work on a little bit of deceleration of your force. So the leg that's back, same arm that starts with the band. My other arm is going to start next to my side. As I row, I'm going to switch my arms, but you're also going to step. So think about stepping into your row. I'm going to pull and step, back and reset. Pull, step, back and reset. Everything should move at once. We're showing the other side just so you can see again. The arm that has the band is the leg that's back. Other arm's just gonna start your side. As I row, I'm gonna pull and step into it. Reset. Reset. So it should be a quick step, and you want to kind of minimize the impact that you're creating on that one. You just have to decelerate yourself from flying forward.
You row as you step forward.
Correct. Yeah. Think about stepping into the row.
So it's, so the leg is, can you do it again? Can you do it again?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So set up again, staggered. The leg gets back as the arm has the band. Other arm just starts at my side. I'm gonna row and I'll step right into it at the same time. And then reset.
Okay.
And then back.
Okay.
Okay. So those are your 2 for A-Day. Your stagger good morning, you can use whatever tool you want. You can use a killer or the salt bag, but either one, you just want to hold up high. And you did the good morning last time. The staggered is just, well, staggered. Bring the foot back. Hold the bag in tight, and then you're just going to hinge down and up. Hinge. So make sure you're not rounding from the side. It's still that reach back with the hips. Over. So that is the staggered good morning. Your half kneeling chop and lift. So it depends on the bag. You might have to use the band for this. I'm going to show you both. I kept it pretty vague because it could be a different tool. But the knee that's down will be the side you have a bag on. You're rip it apart. You're going to go from your hip. You're going to lift. And then also chop to your pocket and lift. Chop to your pocket and lift. Now, if this bag of salt or the killer is a little too heavy to do that with, what you can do with a band, you can clip it a little lower somewhere. You can even hook it onto the killer or the bag or something like that. Where you go from low to high, low to high. The whole point is just to get that diagonal across, but you should always be by your pocket when you're low on the knee that's down, and you should always be up and away with the leg that's up with whatever tool you use.
I'll probably start with K litter.
Yeah, should be good. I'm thinking because the key to that was like 20, 25 pounds you have?
20.
Yeah, I think you should be fine with that one then.
Yeah.
All right, Ipsy shoulder Cossack squat. Ipsy means same side. So take the bag. It's a Cossack squat. So we're gonna start wide. I'm gonna squat to the bag side since we're going the same side, Ipsy. And as I squat, my opposite toe is gonna reach up towards the ceiling. Now squat into this hip, and going right back up. So it's kind of like a lateral squat. The only difference is that this foot rotates up towards the ceiling and then back. And I'm just holding this bag on my shoulder, pulling it down, keep it tight. All one side and then switch, all the other side. And again, just make sure when you go to squat, that foot goes all the way towards the ceiling and you sit into the corner of that hip. Then back. You should feel quite a stretch on the inside of that groin. All right. You did your T-Rex pull-ups last time. The only difference is instead of being 2 legs, you're gonna be on 1 leg now. So less support. You had that one on your A-Day last time.
Yeah.
So just to show you kind of what it looks like. I'm not gonna do the whole handles or anything, but just so you have an idea. Instead of having your feet even and using it to pull up, just gonna have 1 leg. The other leg could just be out, and then you would go up and down. And then switch legs and do the other side. But that's only like 4 and 4, so 8 total. And then your last one is a max iso hip bridge, anywhere from 4 to 80. It's alternating depending on what you use. Put that down. So with your kitty litter or with your salt bag, just grab it. If you can, create tension. If you can't, it's fine. But your hips are gonna be up, and then you would just go pocket to pocket, and just side to side, until you get 4 to 80. Hips stay up the whole time. Make sure you don't arch in that lower back. You want to keep your ribs down, abs tight. And then that is it for the main circuit. The last one is elevated burpees, a little countdown, and then wall sit marching, which I'll show you what that looks like too. So elevated burpees though. Any box you want to use, you can go lower or higher. It's up to you. Bundle this up. There we go. So you're gonna start with 12. You put your hands on your box, your bench, but kick out, kick forward, stand up. If the jumping is bothering your back or your knee or anything like that, you can always walk it out and walk it up, but ideally it's that little pop and stand. So 12 of those. When you're done with 12, I'm gonna find a wall. Over here. Here's a wall. You're gonna get into a wall sit position like you had last time. Now, for 30 seconds, you can do whatever you want with your hands. You can even grab like the wall a little bit, but your feet should be a little closer than normal. And then you're just gonna pick up and march. If you're wide, it's gonna be really hard, you're gonna fall. So again, go narrow with your stance, sit low in a squat, and then just march for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you go back to those burpees, but the burpees will be 10. And then you do your wall sit again for 30 seconds. And then you go back to your burpees, which will be 8. Then the wall sit again, and then finally you'll do the burpees again for 6, and then another wall sit, and then you're done. So the wall sit's always 30 seconds, but the burpees count down from 12, then 10, then 8, then 6.
Got it. Okay.
Cool. All right, that's A day. So moving on to B day, your dead bug with JC band OHC is overhead core engagement. So I'm gonna bring this down. Excuse me. I'm gonna bring my band up again. Back in that middle position. As long as I can get it out. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. There we go. All right. So back to the middle position. Pink band. What do I got right now? I know you have the orange. What you're gonna do, it's gonna be perfect. You're gonna take your band, since it's overhead, you're gonna pull it. So it's right above your chest. You want quite a bit of tension where you feel like it's trying to arch your back, where you have to smash the lower back down. Arms stay vertical the whole time, right above your shoulders. Start in your dead bug position. Arms don't move. There's just your legs, keeping the band as taut as you can, stiff as you can. And that lower back should always remain in contact with the floor. That's your dead bug overhead core engagement. And then the next one is a lateral step out with a JC band cross body press. This one's a little tricky. Up here. So you can either grab one of the handles or you can loop them together depending how hard this is. Or you can move out closer, farther. But one hand's gonna have it, and you start slightly off center of your chest. The leg that's close is gonna step out, but I'm not gonna step with that leg. I'm just gonna kind of step to the side, keeping my weight still centered where it was. As I step there, I'm gonna punch across, bring it back. So again, stepping out, punching across at the same time, pull it back in. The chest faces forward, my hips face forward, they stay straight. It's just the leg that goes to the side and then the arm that goes to the side. Kind of at like the straight line, the straight angle across. And back. I'm gonna show you from the back so you can see the other side. As I step, I'm gonna hinge into this hip and punch across, step together. Punch across, step together. So that one's a little tricky. Any questions on that one?
No, so I'm actually stepping in versus stepping out.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we say step out for like if you're not shifting your weight, but that's a better description than step in. I might start using that cue. I like it. The next one is a goblet 1.5 squat. So you're going to hold your tool, whatever you want. And if it ends up being front loaded because you're using the bag, that's fine too. But you're going to hold it up high. If you're holding your kitty litter, that's fine. You can hold it up here too. What you're going to do is do a full squat. And then you're going to come up only halfway back to the full and then all the way up. That counts as 1. So again, it's down, half, down, all the way. And I just showed you 2 reps. And then you would do, what did I give you, 8 of them? Yeah. So take your time though. Remember, it's all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. That always counts as well. And you have TRX low grapplers twist. 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Show that. So you just need 1 TRX, Just make sure yours, you just kind of pull tight so you're not going to get swung back. But hold on to it, lean back a bit. As you pull, you're going to rotate towards your pocket and then back. Same side though, you're going to do for 8. And then back, and then you'll do the other side. And I'm just turning my torso, not my hips or my feet. It's just my torso towards my pocket and then back. Again, 8 right, 8 left. Next one is rear foot elevated split squat with JC band, stiff arm pull down. And I wrote a note saying pull as you stand. And I'll show you what I mean. So with your JC band, you can honestly keep it where it's at, but if you can always clip it up to where you have your TRX mounted so it's at a higher angle. I'd prefer it. But if it just doesn't work with where your space is at, not a big deal. You can put it in the middle.
You prefer it higher?
Yeah, if you can for a pull down. But again, it just depends on your space. If you can't do your split squat where you can in your basement, then as long as it's straight out in front of you, it's fine too. But let's see. So you have your foot on that little bench you guys have. Arms are straight out for a little bit of balance with the band. You're gonna go down with straight arms. Oops, too close for me. You're gonna go down with straight arms, and as you go to stand up, hold your pocket. Down with straight arms, as you stand up, hold your pocket. You're just gonna go up and down. Just remember to pull as you stand up. And that will be 8 right, 8 left. 2 things to note. Now, when I showed you, I had my toes dug in. If that's a little hard in your hip flexor, it's just hard in your ankle, you can always point the toe out. I'm fine with either one, whatever works for you. So just figure out what works best, but I'm fine with either one. But the whole thing is to make sure you're not into that lower back, arched into it. You want to keep the core nice and tight. All right. And you have tall kneeling JC band chest press. So this one's going to go middle height. So I'm going to move this puppy down in the middle here. And like it says, tall and kneeling. So both knees down. You're just going to start by your side and then punch both out at the same time. Being mindful not to overcompensate with the tension of the band and lean forward. You want to be straight upright and press. If it's too hard where you're compensating, just back up a little bit and press for there. But that's just 8. Nothing fancy with that one. And then your final one is a half kneeling TRX TFL stretch for 20 seconds each side. Just need one of the TRXs. And you're going to kneel with the outside knee, and the outside arm has the TRX. I'm going to back up so you can see a little bit more. And you're just going to reach overhead with the TRX and then lean away. You want to feel this stretch out all the way into the hip. Kind of let your hip drop away. And just hang out about 20 seconds. Again, you should feel the lat, you should feel it in the hip, maybe even a little bit of the abdomen. You can even do a little twist if you'd like. Just hang out. Then you do the other side. But again, the outside knee is down, outside arm has it, and you're just going to lean away. That's the TFL stretch. And then your last one is single arm swings, and then front loaded max reverse lunges. So with your kitty litter, whatever you want, you're going to swing through the hips, drive it up. Through the hips, drive it up. One arm, just like you were doing last time, but it's just one arm. All one side for 8, then the other side for 8. Then your front loaded max reverse lunges is going to alternate to 8 each side. Again, you're holding up here. As you step back, turn your shoulders over the leg that's in front of you, and then back. Step and twist, and back. Again, we're not opening up towards the stepping leg because then everything's get thrown off. Think about twisting over your body, back, twist over your body, and back until you get 8 each side. But that is B-Day. Any questions on that before I stop the recording?
No, I think I got it. The video definitely helps, so.
Good. Yeah, I want to keep doing that for you.